for me, work for me, work that body for me, what, work it, get down, get down.
Hi guys, welcome back to Let It Out with Sadiq. Our guest today is Chris Bulus, Nigerian Davis Cup player, professional player. Chris, welcome back to the show.
Thank you guys for having me. I mean, it's been a while.
It's been a while. It's been like a year and a half since we had you here last. A lot has happened. A lot has happened. Playing Davis Cup, breaking into top 900 ATP, 930 ATP rankings, and all of that. Welcome back.
Yeah, I've been on the road since we last spoke.
Yeah.
I've just been trying to be the best that I can.
Yeah.
I can only do so much, and as long as I'm able to, I just keep doing it.
Okay. Nice. Since the last time you played Davis Cup, right? Davis Cup in Nigeria. Nigeria hosted the Davis Cup last summer. You guys gained promotion into the World Group 2, where you pulled off a big win against Zimbabwe, right? Top 250 ATP. How was that? How was the moment?
It all started here in New York. I mean, prior to that, I have been like playing some tournaments. I remember like I had to do like an intensive training for 2-3 weeks with my coach here. And I went there. I wasn't sure the level of players we had. We actually got one of our best players too got banned during that time. So everybody were like trying to figure out like, okay, what we're gonna do. We have Chris. Okay, we need a second guy. I just went out there. We were hosting. I've never played. Oh, not never. I haven't played in Nigeria for a very long time. I think that was like that was the first time in like 6-7 years.
Oh wow.
And so there was a lot of like tension growing. But yeah, we're just happy with the outcome of the event.
Yeah, gaining promotion after I believe over 10 years, right? Over 10 years gaining promotion. How was it like in terms of the support from the fans and all of that? Does that play any big impact to the success we had?
Not gonna lie, I think college tennis actually paved the way for me to accept that home crowd support.
Okay,
like our first match was against Zimbabwe. They were the number 1 seed, and we were the number 6 seed. They both have like high level doubles player, good singles players, So the expectation was very limited. But we started with the second singles, and the guy, out of nowhere, I think nobody knows him on the international stage, came up with an offset in 3 sets. And I was like, shit, sorry my language, that I had to, I felt like I had to play well. And the home crowd were there. That was the first match, everybody wanted to watch. And quickly in the first, I think I was down by 5-1 or something. And I was like, you know what? I have the crowd. I might as well use them. And my game clicked. I just started to feel the crowd, use the energy, figure out the game. And I remember leading 5-1 in the third set, and the guy came back to 5-3, and the crowd's like, it's getting dark. They started speaking the language like, yo, hebagba, like that kind of thing, like it was crazy. And
it's getting dark.
Yeah, it was getting dark. So I had to like, stay calm. And it was a crazy moment when we had the match. It felt like that was the qualifying match. That was the first match, but the energy after that was just crazy.
Wow. But thanks to you, Nigeria made it to the World Group 2, gained promotion to World Group 2, that we tied against South Africa, if I'm not mistaken.
In the first day,
Tied against South Africa. We played South Africa back in February, right? How was that experience playing against South Africa? How was the experience from the World Group 2 compared to the previous group?
The World Group, actually, Group 2, is just, in the span of 2 days, it's just one country. So you knew, like, if after the first day, you need to be on the winning side. because that way there's less pressure. Like your team goes out there and perform.
Yeah.
And we were just trying to see how the matchup will be. They had 2 top 300 guys.
Yeah.
Top 500. Like all the players were ranked, and I was the only ranked player on my team.
Yeah.
So we were just like, okay, guys, we made it this far. Let's go out there and try our best. And the guys felt like, that was the energy we received. Like, okay, this is an Nigerian team. They have one good player.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be that bad. And I remember after the first match, after the first day, the coach made them practice extra that night because we were tied 1-1. So they're okay, we gotta step it up, And the next day they switch up the doubles, put their 2 best players.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and it was just like
in that that tie, you pulled up a big upset on the first day, right? Beat a top 300 player, ATP player. What was that match like? Competing with a top 300 player, what was the expectation going into that match?
I think we have a familiar friends. I've seen him on tour a couple times.
Okay.
And the good thing about, I almost lost the match. Luckily, I pulled that off. But pulled that off. I've played top 300 guys before, so I knew what to expect going into that match.
Yeah.
He played college. I played college. Like there's so much similarities that I was like, you know what, anything can happen. We're all playing in like a tight situation, and everybody wants to win for the country. So we're just feeding off each other's energy at that point. And I was just glad I saved a match point. He had a match point and I saved it. And
the second set or in
the third set?
Third
set, yeah.
Wow.
And I came back and I won the match. It was a huge moment for the team.
I did see a video of Nigerian fans going crazy during that match. Like really going crazy. What was it like?
Yeah, I think we needed that because like the whole stadium was packed with South African fans, and we expected that because when we hosted back home, we had the same energy. So our Nigerian team, they came also, so they had to be louder than those guys. And even if it was one energy or one voice, it was more than enough. We just needed that one voice, that's shouting Nigeria, Nigeria, and it just keeps you going.
Well, that was insane. I saw videos of that and all of it. That's crazy. We lost against South Africa. Tough one. We're back to the group 3, right? We're back to group 3. What do we need to go back to group 4? To go back to World Group 2.
Honestly, we already have the caliber of players. We did it before. We did it recently, and I think I'm still there. Yeah, we have younger players also coming up, like David, the other guy, is like top ranked in college.
Yeah.
Wilson right now is doing well in college.
Yeah.
We just have a variety of options, I think, when it comes to our players. But then it comes down to the question of like, they need to play tournaments. I know I was playing tournaments to get me prepared. I don't know what all the guys are doing. But I think like with the level of players that we have, they're capable of moving to Group 2 again.
Group 2 again. Just it's all about the preparation.
It's all about the preparation. Exactly.
Before the tournament. You played your first national tournament. Is that your first national or in 6 years, right?
6 years, yeah.
Prior to that, before college, did you play in a men's national tournament or juniors?
No, I played in men's. Yeah.
You played men's national tournament before college?
Yeah, I got up actually got up to number 6 in the national ranking.
Did you?
Yeah, I was one semifinals. I made semifinals of Rain Oil.
The same tournament. When you go back, go with. Yeah, what's up with this Rain Oil? Your lucky tournament.
I feel like no. Yeah, it's my lucky tournament.
But you did win a national tournament, your first national tournament, right? Rain Oil last year in Lagos. How was it? How was the experience?
I've never won a national tournament before. I actually wanted to win one. I, of course, like I knew I had to compete for it. It wasn't. It's not just gonna be given to me. And I was coming fresh from like a 3 weeks tournament. So like I knew physically and mentally I was ready to play. I just had to stay focused because I know the crowds are going to also support the home guys because I haven't been home in a while. But
you're considered outsider.
They're like, "Oh, with this Yankee boy, won't come with our tournament." But I just wanted to have a good time, have that Nigerian experience all over again, and I'm just glad I played some really good matches.
You won everything in straight sets. Let me put it this way. What would you say about the level of tournament, the level of player? Is it up to expectation?
I think when it comes to I'm not gonna come here and like give bullshit. When it comes to like quarterfinal rounds, you can get a really good high level. When it comes to my level, I know for other levels it might be close, but I was number 1 seed. Number 1 seed always gets like an easy first round. Second round could be playable, just to get match feeling. But from quarterfinals, I think I had really good players that I played against. In semifinals, I remember playing against Iloputa, who is a Nigerian player, and prior to that, he just beat one of our Davis Cup teammates.
Oh, right, I saw that.
So it was crazy. I was expecting to play my teammate. I was like, that would be the tricky one because it's a teammate. But Iloputa came up with the upset, and I was like, oh wow, really good match, and I also played well against him. Funny enough, when I was still in Nigeria, I lost to Iloputa already.
Did you?
Yeah, at the Dala hard course.
Oh yeah.
So it's 1-1. Anyway, I wanted to get that revenge,
Oh wow, I didn't know you played. Who else did you play?
No, I played Musa Muhammad in quarterfinals.
Oh yeah, Musa from Abuja, right?
From Abuja, yeah.
Yeah, I know Musa. Yeah. Oh, nice.
And then in the finals, I played Daniel.
Your teammate,
Daniel also, my doubles partner too, which is funny. We played doubles in the Davis Cup. But he's a really good junior. I did it when we were playing juniors. Like he was way younger, so like hearing about him, meeting him on the team, like
No. You guys also played. You guys went to, if I'm not mistaken, to all African games together. No.
No, Daniel didn't. He didn't go. Yeah, he had a passport. He had a passport issues at the time. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. But first national tournament, you're officially back in the Nigerian ranking. Officially back in the Nigerian ranking. So, do you see yourself playing more national tournaments?
Not really.
Not really?
Not really. I mean, it was based on circumstance actually, because after Davis Cup, I was supposed to be home.
Yeah.
And I decided to why not?
Why not? Yeah.
But I don't think I would pay a flight from here to go play a national tournament.
If you happen to be in Nigeria and there's a national
tournament, of course I would definitely play.
Yeah. Okay.
Like right now, I think I'm planning to play the National Sport Festival.
You playing the National Sport Festival?
Yeah.
It's like in 2 weeks, right?
In 2 weeks,
In 2 weeks. That's is it like exclusive or it's like everywhere? Everyone knows already.
Yeah, I think everyone knows. I can't hide it anymore. So I've been getting texts and everything okay, Chris, we hear you're coming, and I'm like, yeah, it's still sad, but we'll see. Okay. We'll see how it goes.
What state are you going to be playing for?
I'm playing for the host, Ogun State.
Ogun State. Oh, nice. This is your first National Sports Festival?
It is.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What are you looking, forward to?
Honestly, I mean, it's just like every other, African Games or Olympics. We have the opening ceremonies and you just love the environment where all players gather from every state. It's a week-long tournament, so it's not just people lose and leave. It's just continuous energy tournament matches.
Right.
So those environments are nice to be around.
Yeah.
And I'm not having an expectation in terms of the matches, but
to win everything.
I'm just going. I'm trying to go out there and play.
They're not going to shock you. They're not going to shock you. But yeah, that's. I mean, I guess it's not exclusive, but yeah, he will be, he'll be back for the National Sports Festival playing for Ogun State. The Davis Cup is around the corner this summer. There's a lot. So, but who would ask you what's next for Christopher? What's next for you?
I mean, apart from this tournament that I'm trying to play right now, I've been trying to play a lot of UTL matches.
UTL
I think
Pro,
the UTL Pro actually have a week-long match, regardless of results. Like you get to play every other day.
Oh wow!
Unlike the typical ITF, of course, in pursuit of the point. If you lose, you're out. You have to wait till the next week to play. And these matches kind of guarantee, like, the
Match
prize
time,
money, matches to get better. And I think that's what I liked as a junior player. I didn't play a lot of matches, but I mean, if I could do that now, I think that's what I see will benefit my game.
And you recently, actually, you won, not recently, but earlier this year, you won your first UTL Pro tournament. Congratulations to that.
Thank you.
A lot of achievements this year, beating top 300, top 200, winning national tournament, and all of this. A big congratulations to you. Shout out to your team and all of the work they've been putting together. To round this up, I have two questions. I would say number one is who is the most underrated Nigerian player? Most underrated Nigerian player you know of? And why is he so underrated? He or she so underrated?
This is very tough. He or she?
Yeah.
Honestly, I think I would go with Canis Abua, actually.
Canis Junior.
Yeah, Junior, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he's very underrated in terms of, like, I remember, like, African Games and then Davis Cup, he was supposed to be selected initially, It's just that, little margin that, maybe he's not strong enough, but the last couple of years that I've been to Nigeria, like, I've seen him play.
Yeah.
And even last year, he proved that he was a player to beat. He won the Idala Championship.
Oh, right. He won the Idala last year.
Everybody was shocked, actually. And no, he's a very good player, and people don't talk much about him.
Shout out to Canis.
yeah, he's a very good player.
Secondly, would be you've played. Obviously, you've played the Davis Cup. You've played this last tournament, but I would say, who is the toughest opponent you've played that, maybe practice match, tournament, but who is the toughest opponent that you've played that you see this guy's like, I don't want to play this guy. He gives me run for my money, gives me run for my points and all.
I don't know why I'll pick. It's either between the Abuja boys, actually. Abuja, or I would say Wilson. Sometimes he tries to, give me run for my money. But I will go with Akpan. Like, I remember practicing in Lagos, like, he was there hitting with me. And he gave me some really good matches. And that was like just practice. Even during the Davis Cup team practices, I think he played some really good point against me. And I think he strikes a good ball, which of course I have to try to maneuver most of the time with my ground strokes. But I think with the right team, he has the potentials, definitely. Yeah.
But Chris,
for me, break for me, break the body for me, what, work it.